Relax, my viewers. Welcome to Super Tarita Tarot and Sage Advice. Something's on my mind. Something's on my mind. Are you ready for me to express it? I just woke up this morning. It's very early. It's very early. I haven't even arisen yet out of bed, so I wanted to pass a message along to my people that came into my conscious, came into my mind. I see it in my third eye. And the message was about something that you have been trying to do that was not working. You could have been trying to get a business off the ground, trying to resurrect a relationship, trying to, you know, trying to create something. And it wasn't working the way you wanted. You just gave up on it. You said, forget it. You just ignored it and turned away from it, threw in the towel. You just ignored it. Pretended like it wasn't there. Pretended like it never existed in your life. And I'm getting the message to tell you to try again. Don't give up. Try again on that thing that you gave up on. Try again. The reason why it wasn't working before is because the thought came into your head to do the thing. It was a thought. So it was in your mind. It was in your processors, It was in your mind. So because it was in your processors, it was in the process of manifesting. It was brewing. Like you see a storm in the sky, you see the clouds kind of slowly meshing together, and then they start to rotate and kind of start moving in a circle. It's kind of like that. It's processing, it's working. Okay? But all the pieces weren't there to make it happen. See, in order for something to be created, it has to be synergistic. Are you getting that, my people? In order for something to be fully created, everything has to work synergistically. Okay? That's why the magician is the card where there's a pentacle, a sword. Mr. Kitty's over there making sounds. That's why there's a pentacle, a sword, a wand, and a cup being given to the magician. He doesn't just have a pentacle. You would think a pentacle would be enough, wouldn't you? Or even a wand. But he has all the elements on the table. All the elements lie on the table in front of him. You said, well, why didn't this project work? Well, it was just a sword. It was in your mind. It was in the process. It was the Ace of Swords. It was a thought. It was processing. Like I said, it was in motion, but it was in motion mentally. Okay. But I could feel it. Some of you can say, I felt like it was the right time. Okay, well, that was a cup. Okay, it was a cup. It was your emotions. You were feeling it. It was in your heart, that heart chakra area. But the manifestation or creation comes into fruition when all the parts are there. The cup, the wand, the pentacle, and the sword, as the magician again denotes. So the magician card denotes. So some of you just had a cup. It was in your heart. Of others of you just had a sword. It was in your mind. You thought about it. You knew. You thought about it and you had an idea of it. But you didn't know what you needed to make it happen. You didn't have the wands in your hands. Are you guys getting that? You didn't have the wands in your hands. Some of you had a project that you were working on. You said, "Oh, I see it in my head." But you didn't know what all material you would need. You did not know all what material you would need, wands, to make it happen, right? What all are you going to need to create this project? What all do you need to create this product? There are many things, components that come into play. So it's in your head, says the sword. Some of you, it's even in your heart, says the cup. But I don't have the wand, right? I don't have the items that I need, says the wand, to make this thing happen. Or the money, says the pentacle. The resources, says the pentacle. Okay? It wasn't the right time, says the pentacle. It's a time and place for everything. I tried to make that project work. I tried. I know you tried. It's okay. It's okay. It just wasn't the right time, says the pentacle. You didn't have enough resources, says the wand. Listen, some of you, the project didn't work, the thing didn't work, the situation didn't work because for some of you, it really wasn't in your heart deep enough. See, the sword said it was in your mind, and the sword says, I need to figure out how to do this the right way and execute this properly, says the sword. But it wasn't the right time, says the pentacle. And the cup tells me, listen close, my viewers. The cup tells me that your heart wasn't in it enough. There are reasons as to why this thing did not fully manifest into the present because your heart wasn't in it enough. Some of you only wanted to really focus on this project. You only wanted to focus on the project, Eight of Pentacles, because you wanted it to replace your job. You wanted it to replace your work. Okay? That's why this didn't go the way it should have, because you put all your pentacles in there and that's what your main focus was. Your main focus was all the pentacles, the pentacles, the pentacles. I don't want to work. So let me just figure out how I can put this channel up and put this video up and do this and that as quickly as possible. Because I really want to get a lot of money, or I really want, I really want resources. I don't want to work, or just something of that nature. Now, when your heart is in it, your whole heart is in it, says the cup, and soul, and you'll have all the resources that you need, which will come to you at the right time, says the pentacle. The resources, wands, will come to you at the right time, says the pentacle, and you will have the money, says the pentacle. So put all this together, says the magician, to create this thing into a reality. Continue to manifest, please, because continue to manifest, continue to think, continue to try to do this thing that you really wanted to do. Some of you, it's a relationship. Others of you, some of you, it's a relationship, and it's just a matter of time, says the Pentacles, okay? Patience. You just need time um, for this thing to happen. Some of you, you just need extra time. You need to be patient and wait for the right time for this thing to happen. Wait for all the ducks to come in order. Others of you need to be more creative about how this product comes into fruition. Some of you, you're not using your full creativity, says the wand. You're not using enough colors. You're not using enough, you know, of your vivid imagination, says the wands. The wands represent imagination, creation. The wands represent inspiration. They mean that you're inspired to do something. Are you guys getting that? That's why on the magician card, the Rider Waite, the magician holds a wand and he points it, he holds like some type of wand or tool, and he holds it up, points it up to the ceiling as to say, as above. And then if you look at his other hand, I believe it's the left hand, it's pointing down to let you know he's telling you as above, so below. When he takes the wand, the magician and points it up at the towards the ceiling or the sky, really. He is using that wand, saying my creation, pointing it up to the ceiling, okay? My inspiration, he says, will come down as he points down at the ground. My inspiration, he says, when he points up with the wand, will become my creation as he points down at the ground. Did you guys get that? My inspiration will become my creation. My inspiration will become my creation. Your inspiration will become your creation. Let all the components come together at the right time. Some of you may have work full time, others of you have family, others of you have relationships, others of you have other time commitments, other things, family, work, again, projects. You have different things going on right now. But there will be the right time that will show up and the right resources when the inspiration hits you at that moment and mental clarity, says the Ace of Swords. It will all come together. And there's going to be a time in the future. I feel it coming in the future here. There's going to be a time when all of these things culminate together as the magician card denotes, and then they will start to blend. You will create the perfect project, the perfect business. Okay? Whatever your hobbies are, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Okay. It's going to be perfect. The perfect time is coming. Many of you may not be working in the future. I'm getting a good, at least half of you, which is really odd because I think that's a pretty high number. That's a high number. But I see 50% very clearly. My viewers, there's no mistake in this. You will not be working in the future. You will not. Because you are going to be creators, manifestors, investors. I keep seeing the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I keep saying the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So we're looking at manifestors and creators. Manifestors, creators, innovators, I'm hearing manifestors, creators, innovators, entrepreneurs, businessmen and women, a lot being done online. And makers, you guys are going to be making a lot of things. It's coming, my viewers. It's coming. Prepare for your manifestation. Prepare for it. Ask the universe for it. This reading is done. This was just a quick little reading that I wanted to pass along to my viewers before I have too many gaps of silence and drift off back to it. So don't forget to relax, my viewers. I'm Super Tarot Reader, and this is Super Tarot Reader Tarot and Sage Advice. Have a good morning. I'll see all my people again.